we're going to watch T. Rolson against Samura. T. Rolson, of course, is also known as not a Viking, which makes sense because T. Rolson is actually an anagram of not a Viking. And yes, I'm going to make you watch me load StarCraft 2 again because that's the stuff. Loading screens. I lied earlier. T. Rolson is not an anagram of not a Viking, but not a Viking is an anagram of T. Rolson. Crazy, no? This is a pro tip right here, by the way. Alright, here we go. We've got Samura, Red Terran. This is Shattered Temple at the 3 o'clock, and we have Not a Viking, the Blue Zerg, our hero at the 12 o'clock. Remember, everybody, please root for Not a Viking. Drone, mine. I guess that was like a trying to do the idle worker thing where you hit F1 a lot, and you just order them to each individual patch, but then halfway through he decided that was stupid and just went for the click, drag, and right-click method. Anyway, I didn't see what this dude did. It's not really important. I like the Overlord. I like him personally. I like what he's doing. I like his eyes, the spiky bits. Anyway, he's flying over to check the close air position, which is always really smart. It eliminates one of the two potential starting positions. I wonder, by the way, if you can effectively like Monty Hall your way into scouting on 4-player maps with a close air. Like, if you were to scout, say, the close by ground position, and then you realize that this was not, he wasn't here, like if you scouted close air and it was empty, and then you changed your scout path from close ground to cross, if you would have a better chance, like the Monty Hall problem, of actually scouting where they were. Someone should look into that. Anyway, second Overlord seems to be going somewhere. Where is he going? He is... I guess I can't tell where it is. He's probably going to a natural, though. And a normal 12 racks from Samura. See if he gets any gas. Looks like Not a Viking is going to be expanding here on 15 or 14. It's a good play. Yep, there's the gas on 15, which is not scouted. This has been scouted. The Overlord here is going to make sure that this SCV doesn't make any bunkers. Not if I can give it a welcome to the SCV. Welcome to the base. Hope you like it. Enjoy your stay. And a four-eyed man responds with a smile. That's always nice to see. A little good manner there. This Overlord is getting the heck out of dodge. He did not scout the gas. Probably a good idea. I like this position for the Overlord. I like that a lot. That's a really good spot. But I would probably, after you scout here, send this Overlord back up, see if you can get an eye on the gas, and then move him over here. And you should be able to get into this area before the Marine can kill you. That way you can tell what, if he's going to do gas, if it's a gas, it'll expand. If there's no gas, it's a really big deal. Alright, entry's doing its thing, SCV's doing its thing, we got gas here, we got a spawning pool here, this is all good, this is all perfectly reasonable. I don't see anything going on right now that causes me alarm. Assuming this is an Overlord, which it is. Oh, there's a bunker. I guess he already changed his mind. Nope, there's a bunker right underneath this with a Marine coming in. Okay, so that's kind of a late bunker rush. 2 Queens coming out. Some Zerglings should be able to clean this up, no trouble. The only real danger is this Overlord here is officially in the danger zone. Could have gotten picked off, but the Marines seem to intend to shoot at the hatchery, so that's awful. Full drones. Trying to keep them away from the bunker long enough for these guys to pick them out. That's perfectly reasonable. One goes down. And the other guy, oh, he managed to get in. Not a Viking actually sent his Zerglings to attack that. Couldn't kill the before guy, but no harm, no foul. Total units lost for Not a Viking, 1 Zergling. Total resources lost for Samura, 253. So definitely, I guess it's on nameplates. definitely a victory there for our friend Not a Viking, which I always like to see. A lot of gas. No ling speed yet. No lair. Okay. Tech lab, command center, switching out for some Hellions. That's cool, that's cool. About 5:30, 5:45, you want to send this Overlord back in. He can see that there's a command center here. That's all good. But he needs to go over and check out what the tech path is. So you can see these, right about now, you want to be able to see this reactored factory, and he'll be able to react appropriately. So, ling speed and the lair happen to look like about the same time. That's fine. Just a little late. You had the minerals and gas to get one or both of those sooner than you did. Alright, these dudes are... You see the factory? The Hellions seem to be not wanting to show themselves. I don't know if he's planning on defending this with just the Marine, keeping these secret. Okay, okay. You probably could have stayed up there and kept hitting and making them spend money and mining time repairing these buildings and just pulled back the injured Zerglings one at a time. One Marine is not going to be able to kill you that quick. So the Overlord's going into scout. He's going to try to take a path that takes him over here. Not really a huge fan of that. Most people with the add-ons will have their stuff out here in the front, and this Overlord might be better served taking a more southerly route. Second factory, lots and lots of Hellions. Meanwhile, 2 spine crawlers, good position here. You can block that with a queen, and then they have to go all the way up and around in the range of this second spine crawler, which also covers this side here. That's really good. Let's see. Practically 0 gas. Overlord just got killed, which is this one here, I assume. So no gas is being brought in, tons of minerals, no progress on taking on the rocks here, or the rocks here, no expansions here. Not sure I like this. I would be more comfortable seeing these extractors go down a lot sooner than they did, since you got the lair so early, but you just didn't, Not a Viking didn't really do anything with it. I love the block of the command center, that's really good. You didn't really do anything with the lair, which meant that getting a lair that soon was kind of pointless. It could potentially save you from Banshees if you thought that was coming, since you could get a Overseer out. But I think you'd be better served, especially after defeating that bunker versus handling, really going for the gas quick and getting Mutalisks out ASAP, because that allows you to be so active. That's a lot of Hellions, guys. How many Hellions is that? That's 8. 8 Hellions. Switch to Tech Lab. Reactor on the barracks now. Blue Flame. Alright, alright. Tons of minerals for Not a Viking. Just really a lot. He's doing a good job hitting injects. This macro hatch was way late if you're not going to have the early gas. You really need that third hatchery to be able to spend the minerals that you're taking in by building only Zerglings sooner than he got them. But he's officially out now because he is making lots and lots of overlords. Some tech going down. I like that. Siege mode coming out for the Terran player. Would really love to see these rocks get taken down. Both, either or both. I mean, that would just be terrific. These buildings are hanging around, they're not doing anything. You're going to need to expand up here and down here anyway. Probably should have already done that, actually, since it's 9:30. And you didn't go hard into mutas. So I would definitely say, just send these dudes to kill the rocks whenever they're not doing anything. I like the overlord placement. I would like to see one here. But these two are good. Watchtower is good. I would have some Zerglings patrolling around down here to catch any drops that want to go all the way around the map. And I would be sending Zerglings in to the natural here to check on things, because you know he has the expansion. You don't really know if you continue to make Hellions, if you got siege tanks, what the deal is, and Zerglings are really cheap, and again, you're not doing anything with them right now, so might as well send them into scout. Extra queen, that's good. Again, really low energy on the queens is great. I think that's amazing, actually. It's super, super good. Overseer, good call. Get some intel. I like that. But your Spire is also done, so really, what is this guy doing for you? You could have been probing the front with Zerglings and seeing his unit composition, and since you're going to have Mutalisks here in a second, you can send those to check out the stuff in the back of the base. So this dude is really just 100 gas, sort of not being used, and he's not even actually in scout with him. Okay, so yeah, I mean, 11 minutes. This is definitely when you need to get another base. And you should have had another base a while ago. Good drone numbers, not too many, I like that. But yeah, see this? These rocks should have been down way, way sooner than they actually are. And you should have been on 4 base at this point, honestly. I mean, this dude is just leaving you alone. He's not going out to pressure you whatsoever. So you might as well just keep him in his base with mutas, keep tabs on what he's doing, and just expand all over the place. Queen's moving around. Creep spread continuing. These rocks are going down. Same thing, these rocks are going down. It's kind of fun. I like this Overlord here. This Overlord spread is good. The Terran player really low on SCVs actually. He needs about 11 more and he's not producing them. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, so gonna expand here. You gonna do it? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. Okay, well, alright. You got the money, dude. What are you sitting on that for if you're not gonna build another hatchery? Also, a lot of larvae sort of hanging around. The injects don't stack up that well, so you might as well spend this since once these pop, I'm pretty sure some of these larvae are going to go away. No, they don't seem to have. So you just have too many larvae. I know they have a timed life on them, so they will eventually disappear. You can't just keep racking up larvae. And you've got extra supply space. You've got a ton of money. You know, just make some stuff. Make some extra drones. Make some Zerglings, take some more bases. I mean, what's going on here? Some Mutalisks down here. Some Mutalisks up here. No harassment. Still hasn't scouted at all. Has no idea what he's looking at. Okay, there goes some money. Yeah, 50 Zerglings. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so you go in. Tons of missile turrets. Yeah, good call backing out. I guess you're trying to open up something. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, so now you're in trouble, because that's a huge Terran army that's really good at killing what you have. It's got a nice mix of blue Terran armies. Tanks for the Banelings, Mutalisks or Thors and Marines for the Mutalisks, and yeah, so that's a kind of a panicky moment for Zerg when a gigantic Terran army is out like that. If you had been sending probing Zerglings in here into this natural, you would not have had to have worried about that. Let's pause the game for a second because there's a lot of stuff going on. So, okay, Mutalisk harass, killing depots at the ramp, that's all well and good. That's fine. But it's not really an actual threat to what he's got going on. It is stopping him from producing after this round, which is nice, but if you're trying to contain this army, this number of Mutalisks, which is 8, is not going to do it, and especially not targeting supply depots. You would need to be back in here, and there's just way too many turrets for that to work. I would probably have pulled those back and tried to actually delay this force by poking at the tanks, poking at the Thors. You're going to lose a lot of Mutalisks if you actually like straight up engage 3 Thors, so you would want to just make him pay attention to what's going on here and reposition his forces. You look like you got enough stuff, I would say, especially if you use all of this larva, 16 larvae that you've got here. Turn those into some units, so you're really low on money because again you're only on 2 bases with 3 hatcheries, and you're producing tech and upgrades. Mutalisks, more expensive than just Zerglings, you need another base. It's 1430 into the game, you needed another base a while ago, to be perfectly honest. And anyway, let's just see. Spend a lot of money on Banelings. These guys are going to pop well before this comes in. Still going to depend on how well you can engage. Can you catch these guys on siege or not? Let's take a look. Let's go back. Alright, so the Thors are going down. Looks like they're going to try to catch you here. Catch them in siege. I like it. I like it. Should make them for the yep. Textbook. I would probably have pulled the Banelings back rather than send them in against the Thors and tanks to just blow themselves up, but you know, hey, no harm, no foul. Alright. That was good, that was good. You're up 30 supply. That's nice. But the answer now is to, like, a round of drones would really do well for you here. I mean, you've got 2 bases pretty much fully saturated, it looks like. Yeah, pretty much. You really need to be able to instantly saturate this guy, because even bases against Terran is a nasty proposition. You can't get the Mutalisk numbers, you can't produce enough Zerglings and Banelings, you can't tech up effectively to hive and get your later units. Falling down a bit on the injects. That's okay. That's okay. You've got tons of money. Oh, now you don't. That's good. That's good. Okay, so Zerglings. All right. All right. So I have to wonder, what do you see that's making you make these guys? You got a changeling in here. You kind of see he's got Hellions and tanks. Okay. You know he's on 2 base, since you had Meatlisks down here and he didn't have anything. Are you expecting him to come out with another army like that was that size? It took him quite a while to build that up. He's not going to be able to come out and hurt you for a little while, and by not making drones, you're not getting an economic lead, so you're basically just content to stay even with him in economy, even with him in the game, and just produce another army, which is good to have, that you can then crush his next wave with, and then you're still back at square one. It's not a good way to overcome your opponent. So what's this guy gonna see? He's hanging out. I think he's blocked actually by these Hellions, which is sad. Yep. So he's not gonna see a whole lot. 2 drones. Okay. Okay. Definitely need to have Zerglings at every base on the map. Have a Zergling here. Have a Zergling here. Have Overlords. These are good, well-placed Overlords. Be checking this constantly, because you're like, you need to see this 3rd base and say, okay, he's investing in a 3rd base. Is it time for me to go in and attack? Is it time for me to get 2 more bases of my own? What's the appropriate response here? What's going on? Scouting is absolutely key. So you've got what? 14 Meatlisks? I say you should be active with these guys. Like, yeah, you've got some Thors, but you can definitely probe around, find some exposed buildings. Once these guys unstuck themselves, your changeling is actually blocking them, which is super cool. I wonder when he'll notice this. Let's stop commentary and just watch. When he's going to figure out that his Thors are stuck here. Never, I hope. That's really cool. Alright, I'm bored of that. Anyway, but you know, if his Thors were able to join his army down here, you could be poking him, taking out some of this factory tech, this tank right here. You could be... He's got a lot of money on missile turrets, which basically means you're free to expand and drone up of your own. So, that's good, that's good. But anyway, you could find out what they're doing. 14 drones, alright. I like it. I like the drone production, it's good. So here is the moment when you realize that Terran is on an extra base and has better saturation than you, and that is not good. Not good at all. At least it should be. Go in, check the gold. Oh, he finally figured it out. 3 Thors stuck behind there, and he finally figured it out. Pause, please. Okay, that's taken care of. See the missile turrets here.
Mineral field depleted.
This is a moment of truth, where you need to either commit to evening up the bases, or go in and expand of your own. Now, I kind of like the turrets here, but once you see these guys come out, like once these dudes are here with the Hellions, send this shit in, man. Like, he's got a decent wall, but he has no way to stop your Zerglings, since all he has are Hellions and they're down here. If you were to send... How many Zerglings into this? A lot. A lot of Zerglings. What, 3 control groups worth? So, 3 pages? Yeah, that's as many Zergling. In here, they could take out these siege tanks, definitely take out this Thor. You could run half of them up this ramp into the mineral line here. You could have a few over here. It would just wreak absolute havoc for basically nothing. It's a really good idea to pull people out of position with the Meatlisks. I don't know why he's sending his Hellions down here to fight your Meatlisks anyway, but he did, and that's just something to take advantage of, is whenever you see your opponent get pulled out of position like that, you have these dudes on hotkey, just 1A, and then split them up when they get closer. You know, your Zerglings can surround these Thors, they're out of the range of the tanks, and they're out of the range of the Hellions. It's a lot of damage that you could do here with this. Alright, what happens though? Pulling back around because you see the Thors. Oh, going back in because you see the Thors. Yeah, not so good there. Yikes. But, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Not a problem. Alright, you got your third up. That's good. Need some more drones on the minerals, I think, although you've got a ton. Good job with the injects. Didn't max out on energy or anything like that. Should be taking more bases, though. I mean, you can't be on even bases with a Terran. That's just foolish. Because if you are not at an economic advantage over a Terran player, they have no reason to come out and fight you. They can just build up a gigantic 200 army of their own, choosing whatever composition they want and then come and try to steamroll you with it, and after the dust settles, they're ahead, basically, because they can just do it again, and they haven't lost an economic edge by failing to kill you, if indeed they do fail to kill you. Whereas if you're ahead in bases, and they come out and fail to kill you, which they'll have to come out and do, by the way, because they can't afford to stay down on bases, is that you are at an economic edge after the dust settles, and you're ahead. You're winning the game that way. Just need to see something out. He scans and sees your infestors. He's got a bunch of dudes. He's got upgrades. He's got decent good upgrades. +3 vehicle weapons are coming out. I like your upgrades. +2/+2 is good. Flyer attacks is good. Should be hitting this with your Mutalisks some more, though. The Thors are way up here, and obviously you don't know that, but you can send a Zergling in here and see the Thors are out in front, or a Zergling here and see that the Thors aren't down here. That would be really good. That'd be good to do. Alright, 4th base. I like the anticipatory extractors. This is such an easy base to hold, I don't know why you're not taking it. Oh jeez. Oh lord. Oof. Alright, that was, what, that was 8 Hellions for roughly 30 supply worth of Zerglings and Banelings. Yeah, it was, that's bad news right there, man. So, that's just keeping an eye on the minimap, making sure that you can see Hellions coming out, and that you can get some Mutalisks up and going, run the Zerglings and Banelings back. No sweat, though, no sweat. Not a big deal. A cost-efficient engagement, but it's a lot of Banelings. Okay, so what do you... I know Zergling, Speedling, Baneling... Speedling, Baneling, Meter is kind of like the unit composition du jour for Zerg players in this matchup, but, like, his Hellions, he has Thors and tanks. Alright. What are these Banelings supposed to do, exactly? Like, there's no Marines for them to blow up. Like, it's not the core of his army. And the Hellions, yeah, they die to Banelings, that's true, but not very cost-effectively, since they take up so much space, and since they can outrun them and splash damage them, and I think you'd be better off investing more of your money in just Speedlings and Infestors to hold the Hellions in position. To Neural Parasite the Thors, which are really the meat of his army, and then Mutalisks to come and hit the siege tanks. I don't think the Banelings are a good use of your gas, which is, your all precious resource here. So, big army in the middle. Some drones coming down maybe. Got a bunch of them here. Need to start mining this gas. Good creep spread, could use a little bit more in the middle here. Could take this base and this base, and probably these bases, and also, why the hell not? Just take this base too, you got the minerals for it. And gas is really your limiting reagent, not minerals. So yeah, a lot of Thors coming out here. Mass Thors and Banshees, cool! Nice, I like this. That's a really cool unit composition that he should never have been allowed to get, but the fact that he did means that it's going to be really cool. Hunter Seeker Missile, Corvid Reactor, Cloaking, Ravens. Damn. That's really tight. I like it. So, Mutalisks, about 10 of them, coming around. They see these guys, they see this thing, they see these Thors. Can they fit? Yeah, that's exactly one Thor spot sticks there. Alright, that was good. Way to deny the expansion. Alright, he's moving his Hellions down here again. Not really out of position enough for you to do anything though, because the wall of tanks and there's still dudes here. But that's cool, Oh, yikes. Ouch. That is not good. Half your Mutalisk flock gone. Free kills. Easy money. Alright, so you can't really attack this position. I mean, there's Thors and tanks absolutely everywhere. The goal is to be able to wait, entrap and destroy his army when he moves out, deny expansions as best you can, and then after the dust clears and the armies have killed each other, you can remax with your huge amount of banked resources with a perfect composition and take him out. Banshee's going to absolutely annihilate these Infestors, maybe? No? Okay, where are they going to go? They're gonna go up here, alright, and they're going to kill drones. Cool. That's cool. You have an overseer, he's right here. Didn't keep him hotkeyed, so you actually know that he's up here. You can't really grab him to go save yourself. Gotta keep this dude on a hotkey, you've got 5 of them free. Alright, keep him down. A lot of kills on these mansions. Free lords, sick. I love it. This is exactly what I like to see. He's gonna pull all of his Thors and Ravens, cool, out of position. They're gonna come up here. Means Mutas can come down here if you hadn't left, which you do. I guess. Alright, I would probably pull these dudes back. Thors don't do awesome against free lords, but they do okay. A lot of money to be had here. Alright, or they can do that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen here. No reason to send these Zerlings in. They're just gonna get eaten by the planetary fortress, which they're gonna blow up with these Phalanx, right? There we go, okay. Should have Phalanx bombed it, and now your whole ground up is gonna get roasted here. Yikes. And done. Look at that. Alright, I mean, that's 7,000 resources in the Terran's favor. I mean, I don't know about that, man. You could have just Baneling bombed that command center. It was almost mined out anyway, so I'm not sure I would have wasted it since it couldn't lift off. Probably should have gone down, taken out these new ones. These rocks should be down, of course, from your Zerglings. That's something that should have happened. You're basically on 2 bases now, to his 1-ish. So you're ahead, but you should have this base and this base. And what's going to happen here? Alright. Thor, tank. How many Hellions are in this mix? Any? Are there any Hellions at all? Hellion. Raven, Viking versus Infestor, Ling, Mutalisk. It's a lot of Mutalisks. Against that many Thor, I probably would have been better off making Infestor, Roach, Ling, I guess. Especially with all the upgrades that we're seeing here. No armor upgrades for the Mutalisks means they're going to be easy pickings, so. As far as engagements go here, I would have probably, well, they'll reduce range on Neural Parasite. It's fine. Let's just see what happens. It's all inside. Really amazing things are about to happen here. Let's watch. Oh, damn. Alright, so Neural Parasite, a couple Thors. And yeah, wow. Oh, man. That was so cool. Look at that. 11,000 resources in Terran's favor now. Jiminy Christmas, guys. Yeah, so Hunter Secret Missile AoE with Thors, yeah, definitely my response too. Really good at killing Mutalisks. Yeah, he thinks it's funny too, and it totally is. Alright, we're gonna remax. We're gonna remax with Zerglings. What? Alright, I guess they built quickly. This one's all die. Nothing being produced out of here. Not hotkeyed. Oops. You never hotkeyed this. It's got 19 larvae on it. So I gotta end in the hotkey group. Yep, nothing getting there. It's a one-hit KO. There's a GG. Game over. Alright. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that the number one thing for you to do is to try to seize an economic lead, like a serious economic lead in this matchup. And you can do that by keeping tabs on what he's got in terms of bases of his own and unit composition and how much stuff he's got. This base never got taken, the rocks didn't even get knocked down. I mean, this is like the gimme base for Zerg on close air. I mean, it's, in order to get to it, they have to go all the way around, or they have to go through your main base. I mean, this is super easy to hold and to defend for you. Didn't take your third until way late. Stayed on even economy with a Terran player for a long time. And then the other mistake, I think, was not choosing your unit composition very wisely against mech play. He just got a ton of Thors. And Mutalisk Ling, not great against mech. I would definitely suggest some more infestors, not just for neural parasite, but also for fungal growthing hellions, so they can't kite your zerglings. Roaches maybe to do a bit more damage, since with the high armor of these units, they tend to roast through zerglings pretty quick and be pretty resilient to them. I like the Broodlords. That was a really good move, but I never saw them again. Let's see, what else? We'll see if we can go back and just take a look at what you know during the early phase of the game. So these guys are attacking here. You see the factory. You don't see the hellions, but these guys should have been breaking these rocks, these rocks, these rocks, these rocks. You should have had an expansion going up basically now, like a third base. Would have been a good call. Since you only saw one Marine, that means he's not going to be having a large infantry army. He's either going to have Hellions, in which case you can defend with Spines and Queens, or he's going to have some kind of air-based play. And if he's got air-based play, having a third base is really useful, because you can just send all of your drones over there. And it'll keep your economy, it'll give your economy, which isn't fully saturated, a place to go if he hits it with like a medevac drop with Blue Flame, or some Banshee harass. It'll give you a place to set up tech structures that he can't find with his air units. So taking a third base early, and reacting a bit better to unit composition like this, which again relies on scouting, where you have tons and tons of Thors, Hellions, and tanks. I don't think this mixture is well suited to beating that. And then he invested so much money in static defense around his mineral lines that you couldn't really come in and attack it, which is fine. And the response to that is to expand more, since he's sunk, let's see, he's got 5, he's got 10, yeah, he's got almost 16 missile turrets. That's 1,600 minerals that he's not being able to attack you with. It's like 5 hatcheries, dude. Just take everything. And then get some gas going, get some Ultralisks, some Broodlords, some more Infestors. Yeah. Yep, that would be good. So that's basically all that I have to say about that. Probably went on a little bit too long. I'm going to quit this replay now and turn this off.